6.
Your shackle is what was trying to come through the bed of your Ranger.
Oh yeah, that's true. I did have that problem. 6.9 liter. Dun dun dun. Today, we're going to give an update on the international build. We've been having some struggles lately getting together in the garage. We're here after work one evening, don't have a lot of time.
And got side jobs to get to after this.
Yes, I mean,
so we can make money, so we can buy more parts.
That's just how it goes around here. So we're doing a little quick update on what he's been able to do while I'm not here. I'll just tell you up front, I don't know that much about it because I haven't been here. And you missed it, but he was just giving me a hard time about some things that I had misspoke about on camera. My apologies, people. I don't know that much. I mean, it is what it is.
He's learning though.
Yeah, I mean, my mechanic ability is there. It is just this big. But anyway, we're moving on, and today is 6.9 update.
And it's more than just an update. We're actually going to cover a little bit of information here. If you've watched the head video where I've redone the heads, I'm running Power Stroke springs, I'm running the turbo camshaft, and so something that becomes an issue there is, you've got more duration, you've got a larger lift, and I believe, and don't quote me on this, I think it's 30 thousandths more lift on this camshaft. So 30 thousandths more lift, and you got a stronger spring on your valve. So that causes a whole lot of force on your push rod and on your rocker, because the cam's going to push up and it's going to push down on the valve, and the valve's got a heavier spring, so it's going to try and keep from being pushed down. So you've got a lot of force going here. So the push rods are actually plenty strong enough to do this job. I've not seen any recommendations saying that the push rods need change on this motor. But one thing that did need change is these right here. These are your rocker. And so this is a 7.3 liter rocker. And so the problem was early on with the 6.9s is they had these rockers, because these are the ones that came off the motor. And it sucks that I couldn't reuse these because, remember, this motor had 17,000 miles on it. So these haven't been used that much. But these are held together by this bracket here. Okay, notice this one does not have that bracket. But this bracket is aluminum. These are steel. So you have steel running against aluminum. Now I realize there's oil, and the oil will keep them from wearing very much, but the aluminum's not as strong, and with the extra pressure, I guess these are really bad about breaking when you're trying to build a turbo motor out of these. So it was highly recommended to change these by several people and several of the forums you read. And what they don't cover is the main difference, unless and you can read the forums, and I did, and it tells you that this piece is aluminum, but I wanted to show everybody that piece. That bracket there, and I'll go ahead and just pull it back out, because really the rockers aren't much different. But if you look right down in here, you'll see right there, that is a steel piece that goes across that actually holds the two rockers in place together. And then you have, of course, the piece there, you can see it from the top side, that the rocker actually pivots on, the bolt that holds it down in there. And all that with this steel piece behind replaces this piece. This is the aluminum piece. So steel on steel, this tends to be a little stronger and can handle the extra pressure. But aside from that, I've got the heads on the motor. Got them all torqued down to spec. These are ARP head studs. We took them to 110 foot-pounds. The guys with the 7.3s will take them to 150 foot-pounds because they're a half-inch head stud instead of a 7/16. So this is ready for the front to go back on, and for the valley pan and injectors and all the good stuff starting to happen. I left my wheel on there because I think I'm going to try and go through and just check the cam degree one last time, because it's something I've never done before, and I'm one of those kind of triple check if I really don't know that much about it. But the next move for this thing is I actually want to try and build a skid that I can set the motor on and use the engine mounts to kind of set it up off the skid. I'm gonna make the skid long enough for the transmission, and I can start working on the back side of this to adapt our transmission setup to it and see what kind of adapter we're gonna have to make for the crankshaft to go to the flywheel for the 7.3 motor and so on and so forth. So all that's coming. Takes time, takes money, and right now we seem to be in a short supply of the time. So
That's true. Well, guys.
we are trying our best to make some progress here.
Yeah, we're
To
going
give
to.
updates along the way, even though you can't see some of the work happening. We don't want to do a bunch of stuff and not tell you about it.
We are struggling to get in the garage at the same time, but we are continuing with the progress.
If you are watching our social media, you've already seen it by the time you've seen this video, but last night I went to the Gear Grinders meeting in Jackson County, and officially a member of the Gear Grinders now, so hoping to get out to some of their cruise-ins with maybe the bike and maybe take the truck if we can, and kind of get some shots of some other people's rides. And
Get to know some people out there.
who
Fellow
will be-
wrench benders.
Who will be fellow benders.
Yes. All right, well, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, always drop us a line. We'd love to hear from you. See ya.